It's untested, it's brand new. Welcome to Freshly Brewed.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Freshly Brewed. Shall we build a deck and we just freaking play it? Episode 109, The Player Haters Ball. The most diabolical haters this side of the Mississippi. Like, comment, subscribe, support the content. Now, this deck looks a lot like a past Freshly Brewed, all right? We built like a counters deck or whatever, where we were playing Ouroboros and plus almost encounters off of Innkeeper's Talent and so on. This deck has a similar core to that deck, but it's built very differently. This is a hater deck, all right? So this is 100% a metagame targeted deck trying to specifically target Vivi decks and Demir decks, basically saying that I'm going to play a bunch of main deck hate cards, because this format is kind of scuffed right now, where the metagame is very, very screwed up. So we've got Clarion Conqueror, which is absurdly good against, is bad with maps, I guess that is true. That's fair. That's how we do Freshly Brewed. It's the whole point. But Conqueror is extremely good against Vivi. They can't activate Cauldron, Vivi, and that's the core part of their deck, which is great. Conqueror's great there. We have Exemplar and Voice of Victory, so your opponent can basically never play spells on your turn. This is already just really, really good with Ouroboros, where you want to be able to play Ouroboros and trigger it in the same turn, and this helps you safely do that. There is some anti-synergy here, I suppose, with the maps and the Clarion Conqueror. Yeah, let me think for a second. All right, so listen, Freshly Brewed's a show where we just build a deck, folks. So we cut the map things. We're still leaving in Kellen because Kellen's really, really good, and I think the Scavengers is fine alongside of Clarion Conqueror, where this is another hate card for Vivi Cauldron. And if this is dead, then this will work, and vice versa. And it's Surlock instead, just a good beater. So this is just a green-white stompy deck looking to kind of hate on the metagame. We have Lightstall Inquisitor here for a little extra oomph. Paw Patch is also great against removal spells. And we're going to see if we can't hate it up here a little bit. So sideboard's got some Enduring Innocence for the grinding matchups, a couple Planeswalkers, Rest in Peace, Lumen Class Frigate for the removal spell matchups, which is kind of cool. Doorkeeper Thrall, more hate, and you get the idea. So that's the deck, and let's get right to the game. Brought to you by Into the AM, folks. This is a new sponsor of mine. They're a phenomenal apparel company. Check out my cool shirt here, and the cool Spaceman shirt. And not only are they a great company that makes great products, but they actually hire real artists. It's kind of a disgusting world we live in these days, where you have to kind of quantify this. But yes, there is no AI used by Into the AM on their art. It's all real handmade artists. Art made by handmade artists, made by people. Good talking, Jim. But real stuff, and it goes from the artist, arting pad to the shirts themselves, which is great here. So they're a phenomenal company. They make really comfortable stuff, really high quality. They're known for their graphic tees. They also make polos, button-ups, tank tops, underwear, pants, and so much more. Check them out. Use my link in the chat or description to get 10% off your order, and check them out. Into the AM. All right, let's rock and roll. We got, unfortunately, Green White Mana is pretty bad, but we're going to keep this. We've got Paw Patch Recruit too. It's a lot of 1-drops. So we can tap land Voice of Victory, or we can just start playing Let's just start playing Lightstall Inquisitors. Ship the Inquisitor. Let's go. Pick a card, any card. The card that's oddly better on the draw than the play, because they, if they play a tap line on turn 1, they can't choose that. Let's do it. Let's rock and roll. Pick a card, any card. Savannah Line, eat your heart out.
Pointless nostalgia.
No, you can't. Don't even try.
That's the theme of this deck. No, you can't. Don't even try. They choose Concealed Courtyard. Comes in tap now. All right, so they're playing Pixie. They haven't drawn Nowhere to Run yet, which is important. We're just going to Lightstall again. And unfortunately, Nowhere to Run is really good against us. We want to get this Paw Patch in play ASAP. We're just going to play another Lightstall and play a tap land. You know, one issue for Green-White, also Azorius and Rakdos, is The mana's pretty bad. You know, it's not ideal having the mismatched mana bases, but they're going to choose a tragic trajectory. Awesome. So far these light stalls are doing a great job. We forced a land to be tapped and made a spell cost double its mana cost. Good stuff. Play their land tapped. It's always so polarizing. It's Pixie where like the games they draw nowhere to run versus the games they don't are literally night and day. But all right, so we're going to attack. They're just going to play Kieran. That's fine. So, that's fine. Block and trade, draw some cards. Is what it is. And we're going to play a Paw Patch Recruit here. Just kicking Paw Patch Recruit against our Rule Spell deck is something you want to do ASAP. So, we don't have anything that increases power just yet, unfortunately. But that's okay. Might get Conqueror down. We'll see where we're at. And here's Relic again. So they are drawing a ton of cards, but they missed a land drop? I'd say I'm sad, but I am not. Attack for 5, sorry. And then we want Exemplar or Clarion Conqueror. Conqueror doesn't really do much against them. Because I can't activate this. Which is kind of cute, actually. They can't draw a card off this. Not that they would target our stuff anyway, but play land. It's a Conqueror, or I think it's Crush Conqueror. Exemplar is better later in the game to get some counters going, so then we were not going to Seam Rip their relics. We just say go.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
How you gonna beat all this, friend? They see me playing. I'm hating. All right, folks, the first time with that follow button, watching YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content. If you like the show, Freshly Brewed, and you want to see it succeed, keep hitting buttons. So, they play a Breaker, which is better than nowhere to run, I suppose, at this point. And then they're just super dead here. Yeah, we're just going to jam it all. Jam it all, folks. The games that don't draw nowhere to run are nice. Your turn. Good luck. Have fun.
Game. Blouses.
All right. They stumbled a bit that game for sure. But all right, so we are going to try and mitigate their removal spells. They definitely have Seam Rip. They have nowhere to run, most importantly. I think that, let's see here. I think we don't like Get Lost against them. I think we love Surok. I'm going to shave a Kutzel, because I want to bring some other 3s, I think. I think Enduring Innocence is quite good. I think Frigate's pretty good, too. It's a way to get all of our 3/3s to 4 toughness creatures. Scavenging Ooze is not awesome. The Doorkeeper Thrall is also quite good. This is a way to stop all their ETBs, which is actually really huge. It doesn't stop the ETBs on enchantments, unfortunately. So it doesn't turn everything off, but it's pretty sweet. Seam Rip is fine against them. Like, I want another Surok too. Kellen, Llanowar Elves, Inquisitor. The Conquerors don't do much against them, right? Like, yeah, it doesn't actually do anything against them. It's just like a card that dies to nowhere to run. So probably get rid of those. Maybe the Oozes just stay. I think maybe one of these things just stays too. We don't really add counters that well, honestly, anymore. The Frigate helps with this, though. It's an interesting mix of cards. You're trying to find the right mix of things you want to do here. Do you want a 3rd Seam Rip? We gotta be able to kill their... maybe killing the 2/4 is more important than having Seam Rip. So we do want a few Get Losts. And then... is it just Scavenging Ooze? I think so. Let's try this. Sure. All right, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna dump, I think, Voice of Victory. I think we're just gonna play Kellen into Surok into Paw Patch. Yeah. Not the best hand, but sure. So we come to the eternal question of, like, did they draw nowhere to run? They play a tapped Watery Grave. That's a pretty good sign, I think. Yeah, let's play Kellen. It's probably going to die, but we could play Kellen into... it's probably just Paw Patch. Typically, the Pixie deck is very good against creature decks, to be totally fair. They're casting Stock Up. That's the best they can do? Sick. Think they have Wrath in their deck? Mana Flow Reset, thanks so much. Alright, we draw Kutzel. I can draw a card off this thing, hopefully. Alright, let's ship it. Alright, let's stack. Let's draw a card. Top card. Creature mana value 3 or less. It's a land. Alright, bin the land. He gets Scry. I think Kellen's very underplayed. I think his card's actually quite good. Is it Surrock or is it Paw Patch Recruit? I think it's kick Paw Patch Recruit now. Well, they could have like lockdown in theory. All right, let's do this. Sleek Mountain Cat says, "Please move to Denver so I can join the IRL events." What? What are you talking about? And also, Sleek Mountain Cat reset. Thanks so much. Here's Cosmic Grand and Seam Rip. Seam Rip, sure. Draw a card off the rip, which is pretty sweet. That being said, Zenith is quite good. We don't really scale well to beat this, so we're looking for an Herb or a Boroid, I think.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
Just saying. That's what we're looking for. So we jam this now. It's out of range of Nowhere to Run, and it's out of range of Seam Rip. If they edict me, it's kind of sucks. But I think... I mean, we could, like... This game is not going anywhere. This game's going to be going on for a while. We could Paw Patch Kicker. I guess they're going to, like, definitely get the Cosmic Grand going. We could Paw Patch Kicker. And then possibly Boroid next turn. I think we're just going to go for it. If they can't kill it, then next turn's insane for us, so... And then we could attack. I'm not going to trade those. Just let go. So, please don't kill my Ouroboros, is where we're at. 5 cards in hand, 5 mana. Zenith number 2. Siren, okay. We got a banger, we got a rager here, folks. We got a rager. They're going huge, but so are we. All right. Buckle up, folks.
Good lord. Gigantic.
They attack for 4 and 4. Sure. Let's draw any card that costs 2 or less. That's great. Perfect. All right. So land. Paw Patch Recruit. Land of Elves. Now we are getting big. And our 7/6. I think it's not going to attack yet. Where should I say go? If they have 2 more spells, they're like keeping pace. I think next turn. Wait, just you wait till next turn, all right? Just you wait till next turn. All right, we'll say go. Because if they double spell here, their stuff's pretty big. Wow. Cosmograms, the two big cards from Edge of Eternities. Cosmogrand and Ouroboros. Cards that scale pretty well when they are left to their own devices. They play a talent. This pumps everything twice. So that's pretty good. All right. Why do I think Cosmogrand is playing better than my initial impressions? The 4th toughness, honestly. The fact that it's just pretty good against removal spells. All right, so they attack for a ton. We got to make some blocks here, which are kind of ugly. I think they might have us here, honestly. We take 9, so we need to maintain some semblance of a board. I think they got us here, honestly. We could fire in Surrock to block and just lose the Surrock, but we can kill one of the Cosmogrands. Yeah. That's reasonable. Take 9. And then everything's going to be huge next turn, but like it might not matter. All right. What's the last card, friend? Like if it's basically anything, if it's an edict, you know. We are dead in the air now too. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of just dead either way, but we draw Kellen. So we can Kellen, Exemplar, pump the team 1,000,000, we still just die. Prairie swing out. This triggers the beginning of combat step. These have trample. It would be 16 trample. I get 2 maps off of this. No, it's an artifact, not enchantment. So they block 2. They take. This is. That's 4. Yeah, this is only 17 or 15. Yeah, I think we're dead. I think they got us. Wow. Yeah, double Cosmogran beat Ouroboros just like straight up this game. That's tough. Is it 19? That's 8 and 7, right? I could use a map and add a counter. It's still not enough though. They have the 1 big blocker. We only have 1 map also. It's only artifacts, not enchantments. All right, GG. I mean, they were just a little bit ahead of us that game. Definitely to make sure we have an way to kill Cosmogran. We had to get lost in. Maybe we want an exercise too to kill a Cosmogran. Nope, it's power 4 greater. Yeah, I mean, if we played first that game, we definitely won. So we'll just play first this game. All right, I'm gonna play. No! No! Why so many mulligans? All right, mulligan again. All right, this sounds pretty good. I think Lightstall's the worst card in our hand. We just go tap land into Doorkeeper into Enduring Innocence. Yeah. All right. Doorkeeper Thrall is pretty sweet. Unfortunately, it's bad against nowhere to run, but... All right, so play land. We'll say go. All right, that's definitely nowhere to run, but sure, whatever. Cast Doorkeeper Thrall. Oh, no. Oh, actually, we discovered a Nambo combo here with Enduring Innocence. It's pretty funny. Sure. I mean, they're going to kill us either way, so it's going to live. I mean, we're going to cast Enduring Innocence. It's about Offspring. Offspring's part of casting the spell. They have no more lives anyway, it's fine, so... Symmetrical hate cards, you know? There's nowhere to run. Sure, that's fine. Unfortunately, the mulligan's gonna hurt us a lot this game. You kind of just need another spell here, but they have Big C too. All right, yeah, we're in trouble. They drew nowhere to run this game, so we draw Paw Patch Recruit, which is dope, but yeah, we're just mega dead now, I think. Pixie is very, very good against creature decks. You're playing small creatures. Pixie is it's pretty brutal. All right, well, yeah, they have some counters. Do they have a void thingy?
Embrace the void.
Nope. They have a... Sure, I mean... Just gotta cast another one. Paw Patch is great. But... Alright, it resolved. That's kind of cool. I think they have a 2-1 Kieran to return block, double block, and return this. I think we're okay with that exchange, though, so... Alright. I mean, look, we got a Prairie also. We're definitely pretty all in here. They had the Kieran as predicted.
Poor predictable bark. Always takes
We
rock.
want a double block, though. It's pretty interesting. I mean, it's pretty hard to cast a removal spell into my 3 Paw Patch recruits. What do you got, friend? You figure it out. We're all in. We mulliganed. We're playing the Stompy deck. All of our cards are on the table. Ugh. Your hand's good. So here's nowhere to run. It's targeting Llanowar elves. Okay. All right, Llanowar elves is dead.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
That was a pretty good draw. All right, ship it. I mean, we're now in this Zenith or Boroid race again. If I attack with the 2 5-power creatures, they can double block with one of these. I think that's fine, honestly. And the Zenith will probably not get into combat, so. Targeting elves is very strange. That was a very weird play, yes. They have Day Judgment? What?
How did this happen?
What just happened? What is going on?
We're moving on now.
They blocked the 3/5 on the 5/4, so I was like, oh, I guess I just have a Wrath, right? What is going on over there? All right, I mean, sure. We'll take the miracle, 1-0. The check is in the mail.
Here comes the money.
No, come on.
I suppose you think that was terribly clever.
That's fine. All right, so we're gonna dump a Paw Patch here and just play some Analines. Go get him, buddy. What are mulligans today? Botanical Sanctum into Llanowar Elves. All right, that's a bad draw. Whatever. Attack. I really hope they don't block. Honestly, they block till the end of the world, right? Whatever. Go ahead, block. All right, so they go. No 2-drops, pretty brutal. What did we bottom? We bottomed another Paw Patch. Can't block. Can't bottom this card. We have the, oh man, they have turn 2 Trailblazer. Jeez. Oh my god, we're dead. All right, that's a good draw. We draw Starting Town. Now they would probably trade Elves for Paw Patch, and I don't want to do that, so. All right, yeah, we'll just say go and just fire up the board next turn. They have a really good draw here, so. Anyone tried the Mono Red Warpless with Nova Hellkite? You mean like the Taurian Mauler deck? It's on YouTube, go check it out. Here's a Vestige.
Engage the Warp Tribe.
Yeah, we have like, I agree, we have like 2 turns here. I mean, board's great. They put in a land, okay. All right, I mean, pump the team, and now we attack. We'll probably draw a card off this Kutsul. I'm happy with this thing dying, so we're in. You know, we're just shoving here. Yeah, it's a Stompy deck. You know, we're definitely just kind of playing Stompy, trying to get him. All right, we draw a card. It's a Kellen Daring Traveler. The maps can pump the board. They're doing both sealed and standard arena directs this weekend. I'm happy they're doing more constructed like, arena open stuff. Devastating Onslaught. All right, buckle up, folks.
That's it. I'm going to Clown College.
Devastating Onslaught makes temporary. It's doppelgang, but temporary for a much cheaper cost. And of course, copying Trailblazer to make mana is pretty insane. So they are they're currently going off. They draw. I'm sorry. They drew a bunch of cards, but only make 2 mana here. So the problem is we're not killing them next turn. You know, so we're doing a lot of damage, but. Esper Origins, okay. Alright. I mean, this Trailblazer is probably going to have to block. Sure. Alright. No blocks. We also can perhaps map onto the board and get a little more pump action. We draw Llanowar Elves, so we're going to journey on. We're going to map. Spell, please. Damn it. Alright, then we're going to Kellen. And Llanowar Elves and Leroy. There's a lot of like combo-y decks in Standard right now. The Paw Patch has Trample, the other two do not, unfortunately, so. Alright. They go to 4, F6. Sit back. And there's Battle Crier. Alright, we are probably dead. Everyone say a prayer. There's 2 more anthologies coming? How do I never know about any of this stuff? I play Magic full-time for a job. I just don't know about any of this stuff. 2 anthologies? They just announced them. Arena anthologies. That sounds like a great video to do. I need another quick video to do before I leave, so that's great. Yeah, Mike is the only person who knows anything. Like, I think for Rakdos, Selesnya, and Azorius, the deck building is kind of not worth it at the moment with no fast lands and shocklands. It's not that it's not worth it, but you need to be very aware of the issues. We actually might be okay here. They only have 1 red for the dragon. Just kidding. Well, if you want to know what this deck does, here it is. The anthologies are coming tomorrow. They announced them yesterday and they're coming tomorrow. They're new to arena cards. Yeah, we'll go over that a little bit. They reveal a bunch of stuff. World Wagons, Bounce Off, Roaming Throne. They announced them today and they're coming out tomorrow. Great. Can any company in the universe just do a good job announcing and advertising things? They spend so much money on, like, everything. Except for advertising. They look pretty good, yeah. Yeah, we were just dead to the dragon triggers. They just keep going for some reason. And we're dead anyway, right? They named dragons. This is going to be double triggers here, too, so. Alright. Can you just, like, I'm just going to see. Whatever, we're just dead. They're just playing with their food now, so. Yeah, so they're a combo deck. We're a stompy deck. Unfortunately, a lot of the hate that we're playing that targets Vivi and stuff like that is not very good against them. The Thrall is really good. That one works. They had already popped off. The game was over. Like, they had enough to win that at that point. So, anytime the blue and black ones are already on the platform. So, all right. So, we just need to go. We just need to kill them. Seam Rip only gets Llanowar Elves, which is the problem. We don't want these. We want these Thralls. Clarion Conqueror stops Llanowar Elf. Stops our Llanowar. I think that Clarion Conqueror is not worth it. The flying's not bad, but they don't really play on our turn either. Maybe I should just do want these. Do want Johnny for double strike too. We gotta kill them. We gotta end the game fast, you know. Conqueror means you can't play Planeswalker or Frigate either. It's really awkward. All right. I'm just gonna bring Surrock and try and kill them. It's an exercise. It's power. So let's bring an exercise. Let's try this. On the play. Yeah, this is fine. We just have Paw Patch into 2 flying hate bears. I'm cool with this. Yeah, Thrall's good against them, like actively good. So one of our hate cards works. Here's Paw Patch Recruit. I love this card. I think this card is awesome. Like, without Offspring, this card's still playable. With it, it's great. All right, so let's attack. They don't know that this isn't doing anything yet. Or this is, yeah, so. Not today. Again, the motto of this deck is.
No, you can't. Don't even try.
Then we go land. Clarion Conqueror turns off the Mana Dork. Haters! Your turn. So no ETBs, no activated abilities, no Mana Dork. Can't play this thing. Well, you can, but it won't ETB. Now what? Esper Origins. You got it. Mill 2. Now the elf probably blocks the paw patch. That's fine. Cast Trailblazer. No ETB. Unfortunately, we're drawing too many forests this game, but... Alright. They go down to 10. The question is can I close this game out? So my Scavengers doesn't work either, so I can't exile their Esper Origins. We have a 3-turn clock. Unfortunately, Forest in hand is not great, you know? What? Cactus Folk Shore Shot. 4/4 reach.
A brilliant player can get a strong hand cracked, go on tilt, and lose his mind along with every single chip in front of him.
Can't currently beat a 4/4 reach. Okay. Could draw some spells. There are, I mean, the Scavengers Nombo is kind of like, if you don't have one, you have the other kind of thing. Alright. This also gives haste to all of their doofers. It's a sure shot. Sure to make your body drop. Give this guy haste. Alright, that's pretty bad for us. This deck is like a known quantity, just like the... Like, that was a good draw. Alright, well. Now we're online. Now would I trade Clarion Conqueror for the Shore Shot? I think I would, right? The activated ability part of Conqueror isn't that important against them. It's the Thrall that's the important one. And turning off haste is important too, so we'll take this. That also activates my Scavenging Ooze too. They disagree. Alright, so we'll say go. They make some mana. What's up, Johnny? Thanks for the resub. Trailblazer. No ETB. Vestige. No ETB. Does get haste, though. So they attack for 7. It actually is just attack with everything here, right? Like, I don't think we're beating the board right now. If they just attack with everything... No, I guess I can block 1 and then just, like, I can just chump block and kill in the backswing, but... It's a lot. They have an overrun next turn, too, so... We have the Ouroboros going off next turn, so... Leyland. Oh, we only had you in play, you know? I mean, they're at 8. We need to force a lot of blocks. This forces a chump block with the Sure Shot. This forces the block. And this forces the block. This can have them double block the board and kill it, but they'll be left with one thing left over, which I think is fine for us. So, you know what I think, folks? Kakita? Resub, welcome, thanks so much. So, like, the Sure Shot has to chump block Clarion Conqueror. They must also block the other 2 ground creatures. They can double block the board and have to chump block the ooze. The end result's going to be I still have all my non-Ouroboros creatures, and they keep 1 creature. That's not the Sure Shot. So, with the hate things in play and them having no board, I think we're pretty good here. And we're playing Prairie for next turn. Maybe. Some point.
Anyone home?
Or they'll block the chump block the 4/5, not the 6/6. Listen, I ain't them, all right?
That's it. I'm going to clone college.
I don't get it. Why are they not whatever. All right, sure. We're going to kill the thing that's not going to die. I think that was probably the worst possible block, yes. Because they also let me leave this thing alive, which is going to die immediately anyway. That might have been the worst of the worst. I don't think that, aside from just dying, that was probably the worst possible block. So we'll take it, all right? I'll take that all day, you know?
He's dead, Jim.
Yeah, all right, cool. Great game. Game 3, all the marbles, now we're on the draw. Is there any reason we want Seam Rip? Just to hit Llanowar Elves. Just to try and, like, you know, put them off their nut draws. If they have a nut draw on the play, if they have turn 1 Llanowar Elves, it's going to be really, really hard to win. I don't think so. We have our Get Lost and Exercise. We have our hate cards. Yeah, ship it. They snap keep. We have a 1-lander. We have a Llanowar Elf. You know, we could go turn 1 Llanowar Elves and miss on land, turn 2 Light Stall, and make a map, which helps. The Clarion Conqueror turns off our Llanowar Elves. We don't need to play that first, though. I'm going to keep. I think it's a bad matchup with them on the play, and I'd like to just try and have a good draw. So, yeah, I mean, again, they have turn 1 Llanowar Elves. It seems a little hard to win, but... yeah, I mean, like, Llanowar Elves on the play in this deck is pretty absurd. We don't draw land. We can kill this. We probably have to. Which sucks. Really sucks that we're not advancing our own board here, but for sure. Don't love it. Play map. Okay. Alright. That turn could have been worse. I drew 2 cards, so... nothing like the old 3-for-1 yourself playing Get Lost, the worst card ever printed. But we play a land. Light Stall seems pretty bad at this point, and then Conqueror turns off our own shit. Maybe we just like try and get the boards going. We just play Kutzel. We could also map, Light Stall, try and guarantee a land for next turn. I think I like that better, honestly. That's not how I would have tapped it, but whatever, it's fine. I'll land, ship it. Yeah, alright. If we draw a land next turn, and we can start slamming Boroids, we might have a chance this game. Oh my god, they have a freaking... oh, no way. Alright, so they choose their breeding pool. Cube, reset, thanks so much. They play a land. The problem is they can just, like, play their dragons and stuff. Dissection tools.
We have technology.
I think this is pretty horrendous sideboarding. We are not going to win by a little. We're going to win by a lot of the time. And it's just so expensive to play off plan. I think we're off turn 3, though, right? Yeah, unfortunately. So, all right. I'm just going to cast Exemplar and say go. Like, we're going to win by a lot, I think. So... yeah, so it's unfortunately it's turn 4, so starting town is worse than a fast land on turn 4. But we have the Boroid next turn. We have potentially good attacks, so... does Clarion Conqueror stop flipping? I don't believe so. It is not a activated ability. Unflipping things is like a special action. That's why you can't respond to it, so... 14. I mean, double Boroid's pretty sick. They're gonna warp.
30 seconds to warp threshold.
They gotta... no, wait, what? They gotta sack the... okay, sure. Huh. That's pretty good. It's already in... no, it's not. Never mind. Because they sacked it, right? So we draw a land. We are notably just dead to this thing next turn, most likely. That's shitty. Cast this, pump once. Yeah, I think we're pretty dead. Alright. We just can't stop the dragon. No attacks, so this is a good trade for them. This is not a good trade, though. They're gonna block it. Alright. Oh, it has Death Touch, too? Oh, my God. Alright.
I suppose you think that was Ted?
I think we're just dead anyway, so... Here's where... Yeah, we're just dead. We cannot beat 24 life fast enough. There's just no chance to win here. It doesn't actually matter, so... Yeah, we're just dead on board, so... Double triggers... And 4 more. Alright, yep. That's they just say go and deal 8 to us. Alright. Tough matchup. Our hate cards don't quite line up exactly like we want to here. And our draws could be a little better too, but that's okay. Let's go. Game 3. Come on. Come on, Vivi. Where are you?
Where are they?
They see me playing. I'm hating. Nope. No Vivi this time. We draw Lightstall Inquisitor. Sure, so we're just doing that. So, all right. The classic experience of like trying to play your haterade deck and not playing against the deck you're trying to play against. Here's a Ketramos. This is the another anti-VV deck. Betrayal. Okay. This is probably going to be a little ugly for us, but Edicts. Yeah, I think we're probably in some trouble. We draw Kellen. Yeah, so they're just going to be playing a million removal spells, which is quite good against us. I mean, I think if we draw the card Get Lost, we'll be in okay shape. Until then, could be rough. We're going to play a Ketramos from hand rather than the 4 Ketramos from exile. And they also can't play spells on our turn. So I guess we can't beat Deadly Cover Up. I don't think we're even gonna try. We can't map and draw off this either. Jeez. It doesn't have a card in exile. That's true. It is 1 extra card in exile for Ketramos. That is a reasonable possibility. That's probably never going away. That's fair. Okay, that's reasonable. That's a reasonable argument. I can't even map anyway. Alright, this is pretty ugly. We're just going to attack. Probably get Wrath next turn. Pile of creatures versus pile of removal spells. Not the best place to be. And again, all of our kind of like Hades cards aren't very good against them, unfortunately. They're not going to play on our turn, really. We don't have any activated abilities. If they just make a 6/6 here, it's pretty... I guess, like... It's not, well, I have a Wrath. That's good. Vylar, 1983, says first time here. Everyone's had a Vylar. First time chatter. What's up, my friend? Love the videos. Appreciate that. Thanks so much. Aww. Say hi, everyone. We're a community. We gotta all hug each other and love each other. Be all warm and fuzzy inside, you know? And in the end, this will turn on Ketramos. Yes. It will actually go to exactly 7. Okay, you know what? Listen, I take it back.
I look like a jackass.
I take it back. It was right to play the 1 for 3, not out of the 1 exile. They have exactly... Just kidding. They only had 6, and they died of their thing. What are you doing over there?
How did this happen?
Did they exile the wrong... Oh, they also left like Ketramos. Right. This has been my experience playing this deck every time, is that the deck just doesn't function. But yeah, all right, cool. Somehow, some way we won that game.
You believe in
I couldn't tell you. I only have 3, so I guess they couldn't get that going too. But all right, yeah, sure, good for them. So we're gonna bring in our seam rips. The rips do actually hit the demons and their seam rips. We want Surok. We want Planeswalkers. Enduring Innocence. We don't want Clarion Conqueror, so the Nombos go away. We want the Frigate. Don't really need Scavenging Ooze against them. We want the Exercise. Get Lost is good at killing all the things Seam Rip. Yeah, I think Get Lost is just like probably the card we want. I think we don't want Seam Rip. They might have the temporary lockdown also, which would be kind of shitty, but I think I'm cool with this. Let's roll it. Is Get Lost the best bad card in Standard? Yeah. Hand's great. Keep. On the mulligan, and we have the can't play spells into Ouroboros. The new temporary lockdown. Sun Cage, something or other. Alright, so we're going to play a Lightstall Inquisitor. A mulligan to 5. Pinnacle Star Cage, yes. Should have given it a simpler name, you know? Oh, we tap your land. How do you like them apples? Don't Star Cage me, breh.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do. Flip out!
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. How many tap lands are playing? How many lands are playing? 23. Unholy Axe. Alright. I mean, it's time to get our beats on, you know? Love to draw Planeswalker. Surok is fine. Alright. Broid up. Getting for force. There you go. Please don't play land Wrath of God, please. Deadly Cover Up, if you will. Shockland. Okay. We can beat a demon. Second Boroid stacked correctly, which you have to do manually, will not stack correctly for you. Means that we get infinite, basically. Yeah, this game's over, I think. I think this is it.
No, don't do this. Enough is enough.
It's unfortunately kind of... Alright, so we want to stack... we want this one to resolve first. So it makes it big, yes. This one resolves first. The bigger one resolves, and then grows the other one, and makes the other one even bigger, right? Yeah, that's what we want to do it. So it does not stack. Usually Arena's really, really good about stacking things properly that are common. This one they missed. Stompy haters. That's good stuff. Bad matchup, no problem. All right, so I went 2-1 despite not playing against Vivi or Demir once. There's something in this green-white shell. I've tried a lot of these different green-white decks. I will say Kutzel was not nearly as good in this build because we're playing many less counter things. This card was like the nut in the previous more counter-focused builds. Surok seems good, though. It's just like a big dumb beater. Scavenging Ooze Conqueror is a little awkward, but again, like against Vivi, like I think you want this amount of hate. Kellen's great. Lightstall is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, definitely need to watch whenever you're playing. Whenever you're playing like a hatery deck with like symmetrical effects, you need to be aware of what they are and make sure you can play around them a little bit. But yeah, I built green white decks that are also playing Cosmic Grand Zenith. That was a much more counter focused deck. That's a past episode of Freshly Brewed. You can go watch it. I even did a rebrew on it. That deck was sweet, you know. It's where is it? Here we go. Yeah, we're currently 4-2 with this deck. This is the bad version. I didn't like this version. The inspectors weren't good, but I'll just show you the current version that I have. Whatever here. So I played this deck on my flight a lot actually when I to and from LA, and I was working on it more. This is where I'm currently at with the more counters focused version of a deck. But I think that with Vivi being like 40% of the actual metagame or whatever, this is where, you know, spot you can do the whole try and hate out. This is the more linear focused version with Cosmic Grand and the Might, more counter synergy, etc., etc. This version is more explosive. You can do some pretty silly things in this deck too, but that's some cool stuff. But this card's real. This card is it looks like a silly Timmy card. It is not. It is quite powerful. And the counters version is good at actually making it bigger first, which is cool too. So, but yeah, awesome. So more to go on stream. You two folks love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.